Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday, I think it is. Yeah, just trying to figure out how to go live on Facebook as well. Sorry, on YouTube, but I think we've got a glitch there. So we're going to come to you straight through on Facebook. So let's get started and talk about how to earn online. And big kind of download happened to me a while back when I realized that everything is online. If you're scrolling, you may as well be earning. And I'm going to share some insights today on what kind of triggered me into changing my kind of research and where I was headed and why I changed direction, but also just to kind of show you what this is kind of about, really, because there's no fancy editing equipment with this. I'm not going to be doing it through a streaming module. This is coming straight to you live, and anybody can do it. Anybody can show up here. In fact, somebody that I have sort of recently kind of been following has been showcasing exactly what being authentic and real is all about. And if you are a subscriber to Gary Vee or other brand experts and so on, the number one thing that is necessary for you to connect and engage and win trust and likability and eventually get clients or customers or members, depending on what you're building, is to have that real, raw, authentic connection piece, which is something that we think, yeah, I can do that, but we're always trying to possibly get a bit of permission. We compare ourselves, we feel probably like imposters. So my approach now is to jump on social media and just have fun, show up, have fun, but also share something that can make a massive difference for people who want to generate income online, work from home, choose their hours, have more peace, more freedom, more choice, because that's the way the world is going. And it's something that I think is, well, I don't think I know, is delivering massive opportunities for people all over the world. So yeah, let's dive in. I'm not going to take up too much of your time. I just want to start with one thing, and this hit me like an absolute ton of bricks. I don't know how many hours you spend on Facebook or on social media, Insta, TikTok, YouTube, whatever it is, every day, but I was getting notifications on some days that it was up to an hour, 2 hours, and the penny drop was like, if I'm giving my time to that, why not be earning? Why not be participating in earning activity? And that made the switch flip in my kind of somewhat antiquated brain. So this is what I want to talk to you about today, because you may have seen stuff that I've put out on social media, on Facebook particularly. I'm also building my YouTube channel, and it's simply this, is that there are very simple system solutions that can help you earn an income online. And whether that is an affiliate marketing or drop shipping or Etsy or Amazon shopping, TikTok shop, whatever it is it's all at your fingertips. It's all available on your phone, or if you don't want to do it on your phone, you can do it on your laptop. And what got me interested was let's call it a friend, a team member of mine from a previous business, which was network marketing, suddenly started showing up on my feed, talking about learning some digital skills, learning how to have an income online, all from a phone, only doing a couple of hours of activity a day. And I watched and I waited and I watched and I waited, and I got more and more curious until after about 6, 7 months, I just reached out and said, what's this all about? And cut a long story short, she had no following, she had no social media skills, she had no real tech skills at all, could not copy and paste, came from a kind of a business to business, a real bricks and mortar business in the fashion industry, over 55, and was looking for something that could generate income, where she could choose her hours, work from home, have choice, have freedom. And that ticked a lot of my boxes. So this is really what the opportunity is that if you're thinking about creating something and earning online, the questions you might be having right now are, I don't have any understanding of how to set up funnels, websites, landing pages, how to create content, how to create digital products, all of that. And I completely get that, because that was me. I spent over 2 years looking at affiliate marketing, looking at, I actually joined affiliate marketing programs, and then realized that I had to learn all of these skills, I had to create products, and then I had to start paying for advertising as well to generate traffic and leads and so on. And it was just something that actually blew my head open, and I couldn't afford to pay for the ads. And then I looked at drop shipping, and then I looked at other programs, and then I started circling back towards network marketing, because that's what I'd kind of known and I'd been reasonably successful at, but it just didn't light me up. And I was wanting to get away from having a business that actually was owned and belonged to somebody else. And I just wanted something entirely my own, something that I could really take full responsibility for, get the results I wanted, and make my own. And the other thing, I wanted to be able to do it from anywhere in the world. I love traveling, and I want to have more travel, more experiences with my kids, my wife, and that was the goal. And that is kind of what excited me, was that I could jump onto this, what is called the Legacy Builders Program. And I'm going to talk about that now, because it is completely different to what is out there. So the Legacy Builders Program really can be done, it's digital marketing, and there is one fee to buy the products and the website, and that's it. There's no monthly, annual fee. It's just a one price, get started. Okay, and there are 4 options. Okay, there are 4 options. You can get started for on the low cost program, which is $100. You can get started on the next one, which is $300. Okay, then there's a $600, and then there's a $900. Okay, that's what was available when I started, and that is really the product. Gives you a choice of where you want to come in. And what are those products? They are educational digital marketing products. They are teaching people how to market, okay, online. And those educational programs, those marketing programs can be applied to any business. So it's not niched. So you can use the skills, the knowledge, the learnings, and the tools to maybe build a different type of business, maybe build your existing business, whether you're a coach or you've got a product or you've got a service. Um, that's what they're there to do. And the 900 product basically gives you the complete in-depth program. So it'll go from the things that it covers: how to market on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, um, Insta, how to do faceless marketing, so you don't have to show up on video and show your own uh, images. It teaches you how to use AI, how to create your message, how to communicate effectively. It talks about strategy, and literally, it is a step-by-step process, program, training on how to do digital marketing. That is what it is. And you can use that program, like I am, to formulate your own business. I now have my own online business, and what I'm basically sharing with people and selling is access to these programs, which I have to admit, I was skeptical at first of what they would be like. And I've been involved in many, many programs. I've had access and trainings from programs that cost in excess of 5K. I've had programs that have been free. I've had programs that have been kind of scalable. When you get to the next level, you've got to then pay more. I've done so many over the last 15 years, and I have to hand on heart say that the quality, the nature of these programs is phenomenal, because they are bite-sized, they're short, you don't have to sit for hours and hours and hours. They have Q&As, the energy is fantastic, and they all come with access to a phenomenal community where you can ask questions, gain support, regular live webinars, Q&As, ranging from how to do bits of tech, how to compose your messaging, all sorts of things, how to get access to different strategies. So there is phenomenal quality in the content. How does this legacy builder program work? Well, simply put, it gives you, if you jump in at the top level, which is $900, and I'm going to talk about the new level that's just come in a second, but you get access to 4 income streams. You can sell the 100, the 300, the 600, or the 900 program. Okay. When you buy that program or any of the other ones, you get access to the training, and you also have to then you pay for a website, one-off fee. Okay, mine I think cost about $39. All right, so I've got a website now. It's all done for you, and I just put my details in, and it works for me. What else do you get? You get the trainings, but you get all the systems set up for you. So all you have to do is put your own details in. You get the landing page, you get the automated emails. Okay, so when people click on your link, they start receiving emails from you. They all created. The program, as I said, is all created. You don't have to go and create a digital product. I've looked at creating digital products. I've been on programs where they said, right, use some AI, create your digital product. It melted my brain, and it was just so labor intensive. This is literally plug and play. The landing page there is already done for you. You can put your own image in if you want to, but they've got them there all ready to go. You just literally have to put your details in, And as soon as somebody clicks on your link, they get access to the full explanation, the landing page, the what next steps, the emails, everything. All you have to do is just follow up and see if everything's okay. They may have a question for you, which is fine. But there are no jump on a call, I'll have a chat to you, have to persuade, have to sell. None of that. I've done none of that. And that was a breath of fresh air, because when I ran my network marketing business, I was on calls for sometimes 3 hours at a stretch. And I can remember, okay, a lot of the time it was during lockdown and post-lockdown. Kids were going, oh, you're on a call again. When are you going to be off the call? I had to do trainings. I had to help people with their own tech issues, how to get their funds loaded. It was an absolute nightmare. None of this. There's no crypto. There's no exchanges. It's so straightforward. And what's also fantastic is it's not out of reach for anyone. Okay, you can get started at the bottom level, $100, and you can work your way up. As you earn more, then you can pay the difference and purchase the next program, and then work your way up, earn some more, pay the difference to the next program. So I could not believe that this was a done for you, and I must admit, I decided to check out the done for you all myself, and did it all myself. Followed the step-by-step process. It took me, because I'm no tech wizard, it took me a few days, because I did it in between working and family and kids. But you can also get it done for you. You can just pay somebody a small fee and they'll do it all for you. So you can be off to the races within just a few short hours. And here's the big thing. It just tells you what to do next. So currently there's a 90-day confidence to cash program, and literally 7-minute video, 4-minute video every single day. Do this, do this, do this. There's a bit of mindset, there's a bit of strategy, there's a bit of motivation, but they are business building trainings, and they're telling you exactly what to do day by day. And all you have to do is do the activity and then rinse and repeat. That is a system that anybody can follow. Anybody. But you have to be willing to follow it, and you have to be willing to show up and be committed, because it's not going to build it for you. There is no such thing as I once thought. There must be a business out there where it's completely passive and you can just literally sit back and watch the cash roll in. It doesn't work like that. But if you want ownership, if you want your own online business, if you want to work your own hours from your phone, from your laptop, then this is something that will definitely tick that box for you. And you get 4 income streams if you go for the $900 product. And what's more, they've just launched the Spanish version. So that has opened up now in total 10 streams of income. And you don't have to speak Spanish either, because the translation is all done for you. So you can actually start sharing your opportunities, sharing the business in Spanish-speaking countries all over the world, which has just opened up the market and the audience massively. Yes, that does come at a higher price point. I think it's $1,500, and to be honest, I haven't got that yet, because I'm still just working my way through the English-speaking audience, which is just massive anyway. So this is really a way for you to share online, build something online, and have your own, totally your own authorized business, because these digital products come with a master resale rights, okay, certification. So the first thing you would do is go through the master resale rights certification. It took me 40 minutes, answered some questions, submitted it, answer came back straight away, and that means I have the master resale rights to those digital products. They're created, I can't change them, they're there, they're done for you, but I have the resale rights to those, as do 57,000 other people, okay? And what is phenomenal is how people are literally turning their life around by having access to this program, because you can build it in your spare time. I still work full time, pretty much, you know, teaching, which is between a 45 and an hour commute every day, both ways. Coach rugby 2 evenings a week for about 2 hours. Sunday for about 4.5, 5 hours. Young kids, their sporting activities. So life is busy, but I didn't think I would be able to fit this in around my schedule, and you can. You can. I'm not doing it perfectly, still learning, but once you learn a few skills, once you learn a few strategies, you can do it. And I know many, many others who have done it, working 3 jobs with family, single parenting, and they've built 6-figure, 7-figure businesses in a relatively short space of time. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is not going to change your life in, a week. But if you're committed, if you're focused, if you've got a dream, a vision, then anything is possible. 90 days will see you getting traction 100%. It may be a lot less. I know some people who, in the space of just 3 months, had walked away from their job. Michelle O'Neill, the founder, built her income up to over $1 million in the first, I think it was 17 months. But that was focused energy, focused activity, and she brought a lot of passion to it. So it's possible. Maybe you're just looking for something that's going to just add a few zeros to your income. Maybe you love your job and you don't want to quit your job, but it doesn't pay enough. This can do that as well, because it's totally your choice. So there are plenty of ways that you can do this. It can fill lots of needs, but if you're on social media, if you're using social media, why not be earning from it? Why not be doing some earning activity through social media? Because it's free. There is no cost to marketing this. There's no paid ads. But you can do free ads if you like, or you can just use social media. It's entirely free. And there is no training in the program about paid ads. Okay, paid advertising does not exist, and people have built 6- and 7-figure businesses without paying a single cent, a single penny, a single dime for advertising. They've done it through just by connecting with people looking for something on social media. All right, so I just wanted to share that with you, because I'm going to be showing up on social media, Facebook, YouTube, more and more, sharing how it works, looking at tools and strategies, just sharing insights and information, because anybody who is sitting there going, I'm too old, I've missed the boat, I don't have tech skills, I don't know what I'm worried about what people will say. I don't have the confidence. Here's what I would say to you. If you don't try, you will never know. The quickest way to fail is not to get started. And the final little bit is to say that I'm actually creating my own little community on a platform called School, which is completely free, and anybody who decides to come on board will get free access to my community, where I'll be sharing resources that I have access to, some of the resources I've created over the past few years, camera confidence, understanding fear, plus I'm going to be interviewing and sharing insights from other online business builders, business coaches, wealth coaches, mindset experts, and all that information is there just as a way to support you going forward if you decide to jump on board and become part of the Legacy Builders program. So we get access to a lot of that stuff anyway, but I've decided to, also build my own little community, because there's something else that is also brewing in the pipeline a little bit further down the line. So you'll get all of that as well, and so much more. It is truly something that excites me, but actually makes me even more grateful every day when I see the amazing community, the resources, the opportunities, the trainings, and the inspiration behind so many other people doing very, very similar things. And this is what I love. It is 100% yours. It is all yours, your own online business. And once you've got started, literally, the world is your oyster. You can take it as far, as wide, and as high as you want. And maybe you've got a plan, a vision for the next 12, 24, 36 months ahead. Maybe a bit like me, you didn't really have a plan. I'm going, I need to find a plan, because a few years ago it all just disappeared. But now there is a plan, there is a strategy, there is a system that is in place, and anybody can follow that system, because if I can, you can. So if you've got any questions, if you would like to find out a bit more, I'm going to put the Freedom Formula Blueprint below this video in the comments. You can click on it and you can find out exactly what is entailed in the program, what digital marketing is about, and then you can make a choice. It literally is that simple. There is no selling involved in this program. I do not have to get on calls and convince and persuade people. All I have to do is just do the marketing, share the information, share the product, tell people about it, and you can do that in literally a couple of hours a day, and you just have to follow the footsteps, the pathway, the instructions. Because if you do that, then anything is possible, and you just might actually realize that you're creating something that is going to give you more time, give you more peace, give you more freedom, give you more choices and options. This is not about, for me, this is not about, being a multi seven-figure business owner. This is all about freedom, choice, and fundamentally being able to share something with others so they can also have the same choices and opportunities. So if you'd like more information, if you want to have a chat, I'm happy to have a chat with anybody. You can just connect with me through the comments, and we can jump on a call. We can make that happen, and I'll share and answer any questions you might have, because this is not about joining an industry, a company. This is about you having your own digital marketing online business, okay, and building something that you want to build. And it's that simple. So I hope this is of interest. I hope it's of value. I'm going to be sharing a few more bits and pieces every day, and yeah, that's it in a nutshell, pretty much. Hopefully next time we can stream this through YouTube as well, and look forward to any questions you might have. So have a fantastic rest of Tuesday. I've got laundry to hang out, kids to organise, and we'll catch up with you soon. Bye for now.